Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon and welcome to the 2026 Net Zero City Expo Leaders Summit Main Forum. The program will begin momentarily, so please take a seat. 在场的所有贵宾、所有的长官以及媒体朋友们，欢迎莅临近邻城市国际峰会主论坛。论坛即将开始，请在场的所有贵宾尽速入席就座。我们感谢您的合作，也请您利用这个机会将手机调为震动跟静音模式。Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin momentarily, so please take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 Net Zero City Expo Leaders Summit Main Forum. Under the theme AI-driven twin transformation, this summit focuses on how AI technologies can integrate digital and green transitions to guide cities toward a smarter and more sustainable future. And this year's program features this main forum and 3 sub-forums, which will be taking place immediately after the conclusion of this very event. And these 3 sub-forums will address key topics such as sustainable industrial transformation for cities, city climate resilience and sustainability, and local revitalization in city transformation. And to kick things off, I would like to introduce the VIPs who have taken time out of their very busy schedules to join us this afternoon. 各位长官、各位贵宾，欢迎莅临近邻城市国际高峰会主论坛。首先为您介绍莅临现场的贵宾，我们也请唱名道的贵宾能够起身，跟我们大家现场的观众还有所有的好朋友们能够起身挥手致意。我们首先欢迎国家发展委员会叶俊显叶主委，欢迎 Minister 君先叶 National Development Council， 欢迎主委。接下来我们热烈掌声欢迎到的是经济部龚明鑫部长。Minister Min Xin-kong, Ministry of Economic Affairs. 欢迎部长。And to begin our program, it is my great honor to invite Minister Min Xin-kong of the Ministry of Economic Affairs to please go on stage to deliver his welcoming remarks. 那在今天活动刚开始，我们非常荣幸邀请到经济部的龚明鑫部长上台为我们说几句话。欢迎部长 ，Let's give him a very warm welcome.
是我们在座的国发会叶俊全主委，以及台北市电脑工会陈俊胜理事长，然后工研院的李副院长，还有城市转型计划总监这个 Director Reveille， 以及在座的各位新健，大家午安，大家好。那今天非常的荣幸，可以代表经济部来参加台北市电脑工会所主办的2026年近邻城市国际峰会，共同见证来自世界各地，我们好多的国家，包括有美国、德国、捷克、波兰、加拿大，还有加纳共和国跟日本、泰国、乌克兰、巴西等等许许国家的政府代表、城市领袖，还有产业专家，国际组织，他们纷纷来分享长期以来推动永续近邻城市的成果， 展现全球城市伙伴合作推动永续韧性的力量。那这个近邻城市展呢，是从4年前就开始办了第1届，当时我是主办方，现在我在这个业主委的这个统合之下，经济部仍然扮演着近邻城市展最重要的推动的部会。那经济部的部分还是持续的在多元的绿能产业来提供我们国家最重要的这个绿能产业的发展。除了太阳能光电之外，离岸风电也持续的在开发当中。我们有更多元一些看似微小，但是值得我们去注意的比如说地热、小型的水力等等的部分甚至于这个生质能，各种的再生能源都值得我们去努力去开发。那很多这些在台湾已经有一些相关的示范性的实验包括CCS 的部分就是碳捕捉封存这个部分，我们也启动了示范性的计划甚至于氢能的车辆也开始了这个有示范性的计划，我们多元来推动可能近邻的所有的相关的工作。另外一个重要的部分就是有关于节能的部分。那透过我们一般民众的节能活动更改有一些比较耗电的设备做一些更改或者是我们商业上也做了一些比较耗电的更改以后事实上也达到了非常节能减碳的一些效果。尤其未来在 AI 世代的来临因为 AI 的世代可能会非常非常的耗电，所以节能减碳这项的工作反而显得更重要的意涵在这边。AI 在隔壁这个近邻就是数位转型 AI 一直在推动，但是 AI 非常耗电，如果我们近邻跟节能没有同步来做的话，那恐怕这个世界没有办法承担这样的一个成果，所以变成未来节能减碳的工作是经济部非常重要的工作。另外一个重要的工作就是在环境多变的情况之下，可能会有气候变迁甚至于可能有天灾等等的一些情况，水灾、地震等等一些情况，所以变成电网的韧性的推动也变成非常重要的工作。在分散电源的电网韧性的部分，台湾除了这个把这个主干线跟这个一般民众的诱电我们把它区分开来之外，主干线的部分到整个工业区，但是在偏乡的部分也有很多的这个小型的自我的这个电网维生系统，我们也逐渐的把它建立起来，所以这个一步一步的达到了一个电网的韧性的一些效果。那所以就是说在这个国发会的推动之下我们一定会朝着这个2050年近邻的方向来做一些努力跟活动。那今天非常高兴，在座的很多的国际间可以来参与我们这个展会，除了提供每个国家它的经验发展之外，也可以到我们的展会去看一看。事实上，台湾提供了非常许多完整的solution 给大家参考。那我相信大家共同在这边分享各位的经验然后带回国内以后共同来发展。我想对地球来讲，这个近邻的达成虽然很远的目标，但是只要我们往前走，我相信一定会有达到的一天。谢谢大家，谢谢。
谢谢，谢谢部长。部长，请您先行回座，谢谢。And now it is my pleasure to invite the organizer of the summit to go on stage and say a few words. Please join me in welcoming Minister Jun Xian-ye of the National Development Council. 欢迎主办单位国家发展委员会叶俊显主委致辞，欢迎主委。
经济部的公部长。那公部长最近有个外号叫做“不涨不涨”。那还有工业技术研究院的李副院长，以及全球市长气候与能源盟约的Georgia Rebelli 城市转型计划总监。那各位远道而来的城市代表以及各位贵宾，大家午安，大家好。那很荣幸能够跟各位一起参加2026近邻城市国际峰会。那在场有许多来自全球城市的领袖，那国际组织的代表，还有产业的专家。那今天我们踏进南港展览馆的这一刻，那 AI 已经成为我们共同的语言。那当城市面临气候变迁威胁加剧的时候，那公共服务需求也日渐的增加。那唯有善用智慧科技，以及强化市政决策品质，优化市民的体验。那 AI 不只提升治理的效率，那更是城市推动减碳、强化韧性的核心。那今年的峰会主题是 AI 驱动双轴转型。那期盼与各位嘉宾、贵宾共同探讨各项的运用。那 AI 科技的城市治理经验。那城市是温室气体排放的热点，那更是气候行动的关键。那根据 C40城市气候领导联盟最新的数据显示，有73%的成员城市的排放量已经高过高峰，那并且也持续的下降。那这些成功减碳的城市，很多都善用了非常多的一些 AI 的一些技术。那台湾也有许多政府充分在运用AI， 那优化城市的治理。那比如说像在防灾、那预警，还有资源管理等，那显示城市在气候行动中的非常重要的角色。那面对近邻转型国际的趋势，那台湾也正用非常坚定的步伐，那大步向前。那政府不仅提出更积极的减碳目标，那也规划台湾总体减碳行动计划。那透过6大部门20项的减碳旗舰计划，跟6大创新的机制，那稳健的推动能源、产业、生活以及社会4大转型。那掌握绿色、数位双轴转型的时代契机。那我很荣幸，我们很荣幸邀请到工研院的李宗闵副院长，以及全球市长气候与能源盟约的 Georgia Rebelli 总监。那这2位稍后将会为我们带来非常精彩的专题演讲。那再次感谢各位嘉宾的莅临。那台湾希望将近邻城市治理经验分享给大家。那告诉全世界，台湾 can help。最后，预祝今天的峰会能够激荡出更多的火花，让我们携手为全球的永续未来一起贡献心力。谢谢大家。
谢谢主委，我们请主委为我们在台上留步，来参加我们接下来的合影留念。我们接下来要邀请我们坐在前台的贵宾一同上台参与我们今天的合影留念。Now we would like to invite our guest of honor sitting in the front row to please go on stage for group photo shooting. 我们再次欢迎经济部长龚明鑫龚部长 ，Minister Kong of the Ministry of Economic Affairs。欢迎部长再次上台，欢迎。接下来我们热烈掌声欢迎的是工业技术研究院副院长李宗闵李副院长 ，Dr. Tongmin Lee, Executive Vice President, Industrial Technology Research Institute (ITRI). Can we also put our hands together and give our warm welcome to one of our keynote speakers this afternoon, Georgia Rebelli, Program Director, City Transformation, Global Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy。接下来我们欢迎到的是中兴大学行销系李宗儒教授，欢迎 Professor Tongru Lee, Department of Marketing, National Chongqing University。接下来欢迎成功大学建筑学系林子平特聘教授。Distinguished Professor Ziping Lin, Department of Architecture, National Chongqing University。最后，我们欢迎到的是国立台北科技大学环境工程与管理研究所教授及财团法人台湾循环经济与创新转型协会 胡宪伦理事长 Dr. Xianlun Hu, Chairman of the Taiwan Circular Economy and Innovation Transformation Association. 好，我们请台上贵宾为我们一同望向前方 ，Smile. Please look straight ahead to the photographers right in front of you. Smile. 好，接下来我们请台上贵宾右手比赞，让我们的媒体呢再捕捉几张画面。Can you please also give us a thumbs up? And as our photographers capture this moment, smile. 好，望向前方。好，礼成，感谢台上贵宾，请台上贵宾可以先行回座。Thank you so much for joining us in group photo shooting. 我们请工研院的李副院长为我们留步，来接下来进行我们的讲题。And we will now proceed to our first keynote session. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Congmin Lee, Executive Vice President of the Industrial Technology Research Institute, ITRI. ITRI has played a key role in advancing technological innovation and industrial development, contributing significantly to sustainable industry transformation in Taiwan. And today, Dr. Lee will talk about net zero and digital evolution, dual axes for energy transition. So without further ado, I would like to turn the program over to Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee, the floor is yours.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Lee from Taiwan's ITRI, and this is my honor to have this opportunity to introduce to you about the activities, research activity, and some achievement in ITRI, and also some of the strategy and the policies which has been made by our governments about the energy transformation. So today I would like to take this chance to introduce to everyone about this. So at first, my topic is about related with the, I have the 5 outlines. This is my outlines of the, my presentation. Especially, I would like to share with you about the net zero with, together with the digital twins. From the digital and the AI's development and trend, how do we make it combine with the net zero, these two ways axis approach, which we have done in the past couple of years, this one. So at first, I would like to share with you about the global net zero transition's current situation. And then I would like to share with you about the energy and the AI's, the new national competitiveness, and also the net zero digital dual axis energy transition. And also some of the key development which has been conducted in ITRI, and I would like to share with you together based on the net zero together with the digital transformation. And this is the, currently we have found that for net zero is the global trend. So everyone's already have this kind of decision or target announced in the world. So you can see that in 2026, about 139 countries have announced the net zero target. And also this includes 221 regional governments. They also announced this target. And also among them, 333 cities also have this target. And based on this, there are several pathways which is very important to achieve the net zero. One is the electrification. So use EV car or the EVs or the electrical power device. This is the mainstream to avoid some of the carbon dioxide emission. And then the other is the use of the renewable energies, like some of the energies like solar or some wind power, this kind of renewable energy. And also the energy efficiency, how to reduce the energy consumptions. This is also the pathway in the world. And the final is that about the carbon capture and the reutilization, because when you burn some like petrochemicals, and then the carbon dioxide emission will come to the air. So how to capture it and reutilize it to make it becomes a raw material, not just waste gas to the earth and bring our global warming. So this is also some of the approach which has been done. And the final one is the most energy consumption or the waste during the electrification is about the power grid, because there are a lot of energy loss and also some of the inefficiencies application. So the grid and the storage becomes very important. So in Taiwan, I would like to also introduce you that from 2016, our previous president, Ms. Ing-wen, he announced the zero emissions target. And also currently, our President Lai also focus and also stress on the net zero emission, especially for the energy transformation with new alternatives and many new approach which has been done now in Taiwan. And based on this, we can see that there are two ways for Taiwan's government which are now focused. One is from the diverse green energy. This is the main from the energy side. We are going to we build like wind power and solar cells and also geothermal and hydrogen, especially based on the ammonia, we can produce hydrogen. And also the biomass energy and ocean power. This is from the energy side. We are focused based on to achieve the diverse green energy. And then the other is about how we do is that for the AI, energy with the AI, because AI electricity is a computing power, and computing power is the national power. So how to use a very efficient AI's power supply and also the efficiency, it becomes very important. So how to reduce the energy demand and also improve the equipment's efficiency and also the optimization energy management. This is also we have to do based on the AI approach. Then AI can help the energy saving and also the high efficiencies energy application. And green energy can help the AI's implement. So this is what I want to share with you about the net zero digital twin axis, dual axis of the energy transition. We can use for the net zero sustainabilities. There are some diverse new renewable solar energies and like solar and wind power, and also the energy storage, and also some of the long duration storage, and also the CCUS. Currently in Taiwan, we have this kind of approach in the past 10 years, and also the deep energy saving, including the building industry and the data centers. This is also our target. And the other side, we are building the digital intelligence. Based on this, we can boosting the efficiency and also flexibility and the predictability of the energies application. Especially we are using the AI and data analytics and also some smart energy management system and also IoT system to reduce the energy consumption and also make it higher efficiency. So for net zero digital transformations, we try to use in ITRI, we try to use some artificial AI intelligence, and together with IoT and the blockchain digital technology. Inside this, there are 5 approach like a new renewable technology and also energy efficiency approach, and also net zero building data center, and also some smart grid storage. And also the final one is the CCUS, and also the, to achieve the negative carbon emissions. So this is what we have done, and I would like to take this chance to share with you. And now I would like to also, this is the first one in Italy we have done for the net zero building. This is, we have some driving first mile toward the urban net zero. For this, one of the approaches, we developed some of the top conversion achieve high frequencies over 25%, and also some of the module efficiency over 23%. And also the other is we also developed some of the rare earth free motors, EC motors, which can achieve a very good efficiency and reduce energy consumption. And also the other is we low carbon refrigerant, oil free chillers. This is also very good. Instead, we develop non-fluoro compound to achieve some of the low carbon chillers. And also we are developing some of the smart building energy simulation. This is a new startup company which has been spin off from Italy, and they help they build up the simulation tools for our industry and also for construction companies. And also we are using the AI power sensing device, which is non-contact sensing, which can monitor the electricity during for everyone on times. And the final one, we are also developed the innovative green building materials, especially we use recycled material or bio-based material, which can reduce the carbon emission of the construction buildings. So this is the net zero approach we done for the urban construction. And the other is for the data center. Just as our ministers mentioned that he just mentioned that the AI is a very high power consumption approach. So how to use it, and also this is a very good topic. So in Italy, we are also developed some of the high efficiency data center cooling system, because this cooling system can, based on this, we can reduce the energy consumed by the data center, and also increase the efficiency of the AI data center. The one is we developed is the active liquid cooling, and the other is the extremely air cooling system. This also based on the materials and also some of the design of the device. And also we are developing some of the single phase immersion cooling system, which can put the whole modules inside a liquid to get a most powerful cooling efficiency. And also this is the waste heat driven liquid desiccant humidity control system, which can be used for the factory of the semiconductors and steel factories. And also we are doing some simulations and also some EMS controlling system based on the monitoring and also the AI energy strategies. We can get 15 to 35 energy saving based on our monitoring and the simulation system. And this is also one of the emerging technology which has been done for Taiwan's industry. Especially we are focused on the hydrogen economy. Hydrogen economy is very important in the future, because when hydrogen burn out, it becomes water, no carbon emissions for their mechanism. So now we are developed some of the AEM's electrolyzers, which can based on to produce hydrogen with very low energy consumption. And the other is the ammonium's pyrolysis system, cracking system. We import because Taiwan, we don't have so much green energies, especially the electricity is not so much enough for our system. So we also have the other strategies to import ammonia from the other countries and overseas, and then ammonia is a very good for transportation compared with the hydrogen. So the energy loss are also very low. So we developed the system based on the hydrogens and also get a very good convergence. So this is the some of the pilot systems we have done in our E3 and to connect with some testing platform. And also regarding to the carbon dioxide reutilizations, we have established the carbon dioxide capture and also the reutilization. This is one of the case we are based on the flue gas. Based on the flue gas from the power plant, we can achieve the using the CO2 as a raw material to produce the polycarbonate. And the other is we also developed some of the solid amine carbons capture system, which can absorb the carbon dioxide very easily and with less energy consumption. And the other is based on the carbon dioxide, we are using the circular carbon reduction technologies. This is one of the low. When you use salmon, salmon's production is a very high energy consumption. And based on this, we are using the waste material like slag ash from the steel plant, and also some of the other recycled material which can produce, based on our AI's design, we can produce low energy consumptions, no carbon emissions concrete. And the other is also we can use a direct carbon dioxide put into some of the inorganic or coating system, which can directly use the carbon dioxide directly from the flue gas. And this is also one of the virtual power plant technology. We are developing the AI cold energy demand response system. Based on this, we can turn the refrigeration unit into the thermal battery, and then enabling the retail scale virtual power plant. And the other is some based on the VPP, it's just virtual power plants aggregation and the dispatch platform. Using the AI and IoT's dispatch, we can get a very good power grid stability. And final is that I would like to share with you is about the building. We are building the regional power resilience. This is one of the approach we have done in the past couple of years. System together the power management system in our southern campus, and at that we are going to achieve net zero emissions campus in our southern Liujia areas. And also the other is we are developing the high voltage PCS, and systems can give a very low energy loss and give a very high efficiency and low carbon emission power grid system. So finally, I would like to, this is my presentation, and I would like to stress again is that in Taiwan, we are, the net zero emission is our commitment to 2050s, and it's a very hard job for us to do because Taiwan is no energies, no natural raw materials. So we want to do this, and it's a very tough job. And so everyone's worried, but we need to go forward straight, every step by step, through different kinds of approach. Thank you for your listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee, for your valuable insight. Information at the Global Covenant of Mayors is one of the world's largest alliances for city climate leadership. And today, Ms. Rambelli will talk about digital solutions and AI for net zero, resilient, inclusive urban transitions. Now, I would like to turn the program over to Ms. Georgia Rambelli.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, colleagues and distinguished delegates. It's a true honor and a great pleasure to be here today, and I'm already really buzzing with a lot of ideas and with an incredible context that has already been provided on the transition that this country has been already undertaking in the past year. So today I would like to introduce to you a little bit about what are the main trends that we see across the world, and maybe pose a question to all of you. Can we have a city that is smart without being truly sustainable? And what is the role that digital solution and artificial intelligence can play when it comes to leverage the potential of our urban transitions? I'd like to start reminding us of the challenge. Cities account for 70% of our greenhouse gas emissions as of today and consume 3/4 of our energy. This is a trend that is growing when 1 out of 5 people in the next decade will be living in cities across the world. So to meet this goal, we need to kind of put all of our hands on deck and to work together at the national, at the local level, the business sector, academia, civil society, to ensure holistic transitions. So how do we do that? A little bit about us. To tackle this challenge, 23 countries plus the European Commission on behalf of the European Union came together to launch a global initiative that catalyzes a decade of action, in particular to drive investment in research, development, and demonstration to make clean energy affordable, but also attractive and accessible for all. Out of these efforts, 7 missions were launched. One of them is ours, the urban transitions one, looking into how do we accompany cities in this very ambitious trajectory to decarbonize, but also to become more resilient and inclusive. The way that we work is mobilizing decision makers across all levels and using systemic innovation as lever. And this is where digital solutions and artificial intelligence play an incredible role. We empower cities to take this transition in their hands by co-piloting, testing, developing, building their capacity to transition, and we do that together with a global innovation alliance of partners that includes national governments, institutions, and UN agencies, international organizations, as well as the private sector. Again, with the idea of being all together to not only learn how to transition, but also to test and create innovation that can lead us to this change happening. The Global Covenant of Mayors, and I have the pleasure also to bring the regards of our co-managing director here, is an alliance of cities and partners that envisions a world where commitment from local governments can accelerate ambitious actions and energy initiatives. It represents 13,800 communities across the world, about 1 billion people, just to give you a sense. 1 on 8 people across the world lives in a city that is signatory of the Global Covenant of Mayors. And out of this incredible alliance, 136 cities have already joined our urban transition mission. Those are those ones that have a target to become net zero in the near future. They come from 51 countries, and their aggregate emission reduction potential is equivalent to 15.9 million round-trip flights between Argentina and Turkey. And to give you an idea, we welcome communities like Chefchaouen in Morocco, Accra in Ghana, Mumbai in India, so to give you a bit of a sense of the scale and the size of our communities across the world. The first thing that we do with our cities is to really understand what are their priorities and how do we drive these transitions and make them happen. As you can see, out of 100, digital solutions and digital twins have been marked as the core priority for 21 communities. But when we talk about digital solutions, we talk about a means to an end. The end is to decarbonize, improve our energy system, improve our local resilience. So all of these different areas, catalyzing renewable energy, improving and electrifying in many cases our urban mobility, but also increasing our resilience and adaptation to climate change, go hand in hand with everything that digital solution can help us unlock. So why is digital solutions and AI really mattering for cities across the world? Well, first and foremost, it's a tool for most of our community to see what is unseen and to plan ahead. A lot of communities across the world still struggle with data access. Some of them have data access, but the quantity of data does not always correspond to quality. So being able to systematize this information, to take stock, to bridge gaps that are existing, and to reveal hidden risks and hidden emissions is a key element that we can utilize to use artificial intelligence and, of course, digital solution for our future. The predictive foresight that this technology can also give us and the help that they can provide in understanding how to allocate resources is also something that is particularly important for our communities that see this as a way to anticipate demand, but also to understand better climate shocks and potential risk before they happen. And then finally, this has an important impact also in planning our investment, attracting private capital, blended finance. Through knowing what the risks are, we can help de-risk our infrastructures for the future. The second area of interest is optimizing what is going on right now in our communities, but also what are the next steps that we want to take. So simulating action in real time using digital twins that were already mentioned a few times, and I'll talk about them in just a minute in a few examples too, but also to dynamically continue to optimize different infrastructure and how do they operate with each other. How do we connect mobility, energy, water, reduce waste, all at the same time, with a great advantage of being able to test all of these impacts without actually having to implement a single brick of the infrastructure. And then finally, speaking of infrastructure, the capacity of being able to integrate this infrastructure for holistic transition. The systemic thinking that can help us increase interoperability of the infrastructure that we have, the one that we are designing and the one that we are planning for, maximizing our trajectory to net zero, including more renewables in our energy mix, but also looking into how to do smarter retrofitting across our building stock. That can also help beyond just this self trajectory where we have now beyond the increase literally use system. Change about for circular reuse of material. Integrating their interaction. We have a cooler energy demand. How is that working together? How is that impacting on the quality of life of our citizens? And speaking of this, hyper-localized and optimized data is also essential. This type of data can help us provide temporary but also very focused solutions for vulnerable communities. So being able to map also environmental but societal data as well can drive some of these policies to be more effective. A big challenge for the future is scaling the affordability of these solutions. Not all cities are the same. Not all cities can afford this type of solutions across the world. So increasingly creating plug-and-play opportunity that can give us a digital foundation that doesn't require a massive upfront investment in infrastructure, it's something that will be key to support those cities in the global south, those smaller municipalities across the world that might not be able to afford their own personal digital twin. Similarly, standardized protocol will support these communities that might not have the capacity to build and to operate all of this system on their own, to learn from others, to exchange with their peers. And this also, of course, affects public procurement. Another incredible lever where we can learn how to be smarter and to do innovation procurement, looking into softwares that can not only be decisive to support us in our digital transition, but also support a more ethical, more transparent use of AI. And the oversight of standards and the governance around artificial intelligence is becoming a core discussion across the world and in cities to understand what are the benchmarks that we want to apply as a local government to ensure that we have unbiased algorithms that are helping us making the right decision for our people. Now, I promised you a few examples and case study, and I'll try to take you a little bit of a virtual tour around the world to see how these trends are influencing the way that cities are working. We start from the United Kingdom, from Greater Manchester. With the support of our mission, Greater Manchester has been using AI-powered digital twin to assess and to integrate real-time data from the city's infrastructure, including housing tenure, so the housing that the city is providing, but also to map building energy use and the potential retrofitting for the energy system. This has helped a city planner to create a number of different scenarios, picking and assessing which type of renewable energy, for example, to facilitate or to accelerate, but also, thanks to socioeconomic data, interlaying this information to ensure that they are bringing forward results that are also supporting issues tackling energy poverty, for example, or fuel poverty across the city. We now travel to Rio de Janeiro, go to Latin America, where the city of Rio has set up a whole operation center control, utilizing machine learning, analyzing sensor, camera, ITS technology to support integrated forecasting and demand for different means of transport locally. So integrating buses, metros, ferries, the bus rapid transit system, but also making sure that these are providing the right information in case of an emergency. How do we facilitate a faster response from our rescue team? And how do we use these sensors to also track issues such as landslide risk, for example, or flooding risks across the city? We now travel to India, where the city of Varanasi is looking into a digital twin as a bridge between the heritage that they have and the future that they want to develop. So here we have the first fully fledged digital twin in India being shaped up with the idea of not only providing accurate digital record of over 1,300 buildings across the world to support and guide restoration, but also to prevent encroachment, but also to make sure that when the city is flooded with thousands and thousands of pilgrims, we can simulate different bottlenecks among pedestrians and traffic and make sure that we can really manage the traffic and the crowd. Similarly, looking into how to monitor flood simulation in areas where we have erosion, where we are prone to flooding around the Ganges. And then finally, I want to share a couple of examples related to integrated modeling that goes into cooling and biodiversity. The city of Munich has been looking into models to simulate heat island effect in the historic center with a specific idea of predicting how by unsealing the land, so removing asphalt, removing concrete, putting more green, what type of impact will that have on the local temperature? And here, they want to ensure on the long term the residents are never more than 150 meters away from cool spots. And Germany is not exactly your hottest country. So just to give an idea of how these trends are really impacting the rest of the world. Barranquilla in Colombia is looking into biodiversity use. They are using AI to model ways to inform the design of a sponge city where infrastructure will be able to predict, thanks to AI, how much of the runoff water during rain season or during flooding can be absorbed by the newly created green corridors, and to map out which of the biodiversity is most at risk and how does that affect, in particular, informal settlements that are being shaped up. Last reflection about Amsterdam and its experience in understanding better governance of AI. I did mention how increasingly the conversation around transparency and for cities to be able to use these models is coming very much at the forefront. Amsterdam has pioneered a public AI registry. The idea is that the algorithm register includes the detail of the data, but also of the logic of the model that is being used by the city, and explains clearly what is the oversight involved from the human side. The idea is to remove concerns around black box and to allow citizens to look at what the code actually says and how is that code applied for decisions like allocation of housing, for example. Ensuring that there is a non-discrimination rule that guarantees that the data is not just partial, but takes into consideration potential biases of the artificial intelligence model. Similarly, in Barcelona, looking into digital sovereignty, the idea is to, again, provide an open source platform that allows citizens to also help to co-create some of these policies that are being developed. Again, using this open source foundation, the cities ensure the citizens can provide feedback, vote on different processes, but also decide how much of their data can be shared publicly. So, although we still have a big challenge around data quality and around data gap, we still have fragmented data available for most of the world. Although we have, of course, still concerns around equity and inclusion risks of some of these models that might forget to take into account vulnerable groups in specific cities, and issues around transparency and trust. How are these models, these black box models, reflecting on what are the decisions that are being made? And cybersecurity and privacy remains very much a concern. The big potential around integration is definitely there, making sure that we can break these silos and bring together solutions that are not only responding to one priority for the city, but to this holistic transition. One important element is, of course, to never forget of the importance of building capacity and also facilitate investment that might be still needed, especially in some parts of the world, that are slowing down the adoption of these solutions at scale. So to conclude, to drive forward, looking ahead what AI can do for us, thinking about how artificial intelligence and digital solutions can help us develop interoperable platforms that are bridging silos rather than responding to one single priority, while also de-risking some of the projects, to build inclusive and people-centered digital systems that support equity, accessibility, and really to look into ways also to scale our affordability of these solutions so that everyone across the world can benefit from these different solutions, through framework and governance that can support procurement of transparent innovation that it's also accountable for, and then finally developing the skills for these cities that might not have the capacity. There's a lot to know about every technology, and every day there is a new one. So for cities to really be able to nurture partnership across sector and to learn about the future. So with this, I will conclude. I want to invite those innovators among you that are interested in learning more or to share about some of the solutions that you are creating and innovating to participate into this hackathon that the Global Covenant of Mayors is creating with the support of all of these different partners that you see on the screen. We've done 2 editions. In April, we will launch a new one, the 2026 version. It's a challenge where we invite innovators across the world to submit their idea. And as Urban Transition Mission, we are very happy to match-make the innovators and their solutions that are awarded with the prize with real-life case studies in cities across the world. So an opportunity for the many innovators around here, but also for the leaders in this room that might want to test some of these solutions. And with this, I thank you very much, and I look forward to continuing the discussion.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rambelli, for sharing your valuable insights. Please return to your seats. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude the forum. Thank you for your participation. And we would like to remind you to please return your interpretation headsets and receivers as you leave. And the 3 sub-forums will begin at 2:30. May I remind you once again that their locations are for the Sustainable Industrial Transformation for Cities in Meeting Room 701E. City Climate Resilience and Sustainability, Meeting Room 701F. And last but not least, Local Revitalization in City Transformation, 701G. And the sessions will begin at 2:30, which is about 20 minutes from now. So please make use of the elevators or the escalators to head up to your chosen meeting room based on your forum registration. Once again, thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we wish you a pleasant and engaging time at the Expo. 各位贵宾，我们今天下午的主论坛到此圆满落幕。离场时，请您务必要记得归还您的同步口译的耳机跟收听器。今天下午2点半起，有3场分论坛同步进行，也请各位贵宾能够来搭乘馆内的电梯或者是手扶梯，到4楼的会议室、7楼的会议室、7楼的会议室参加分论坛的活动。3个不同主题的分论坛分别位于7011、701F， 还有701G。3场分论坛开始的时间是2点半，距离现在还有20分钟的时间。因为现场有蛮多的人潮，我们也建议在场的贵宾能够把握时间，逐渐的向我们的7楼来移动。